When friends drop in, invite them to make friends with Valley Forge.
You said it. Lucky Strike means fine tobaccos.
Try a frosty cold glasses for variant right away.
That you say? No boulder dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentlemen. And now, serving up a flight that's ice cold and unfiltered, Gozer Greg, Sour Scott, Dunkle Dan, and Alt Beer Ali.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. It's us. It's the Unfiltered Gentlemen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. Most importantly, thanks for drinking along. I am Gozer Greg. Over there is Sour Scott.
Perfect.
And Dunkle Dan.
Welcome in.
And his German compadre, Alt Beer Ali.
Hello. Oh, that's the wrong accent.
Oh my God.
I mean, right continent, wrong accent. Assuming that was supposed to be British. I don't.
I know.
Yeah.
Sounded kind of Australian.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
So confused.
Same.
My brain's on a world trip right now. So welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. Like I said, thanks for drinking along. Shout out to, we're getting local again. Shout out to top listening city of last week, which is Los Angeles, California.
Oh, shit.
I guess the Dodgers got back in town, decided to listen to a little Unfiltered Gents. They'd missed us for a while as they were out in Texas. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Los Angeles. Don't forget when you're on the grams and the socials to hashtag shows your beers. Tag us in your beer picks as well. We want to see them. And rate and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, wherever it is that everyone is getting their podcasts. Helps the little algorithm out there. We got a lot to get to today. Allie's going to kick us off with a delicious beer review. A little crotch talk to get to. Dan's got sports. A couple more beer reviews before we do Beer Babe of the Week and hit some news and get on out of here. We have Craft Beer and Brewing's Best in Beer Reader's Choice Top 50 Beers of 2020. Spoiler alert, I'm not reading all 50, but we will talk about the top 10 or so. So get ready for that. I don't know about you guys, getting pretty parched over here, so why don't we throw it over to Allie to see what she's slamming down over there.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for Beer of the Week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
What you got, brother?
Hi. I am drinking Tag Team Partners. It is a blueberry peach sour IPA with lactose. It's from Junkyard Brewing Company. They're in Minnesota.
Don't you know?
This was sent to me by jasonsjourney.mn on the gram. And it is... I didn't know I was going first, guys. I'm all nervous.
My apologies.
Okay. I guess I could have read the lineup, you know. Yeah. There's that. It's the first time I didn't read the lineup. All right. It is. This blueberry peach sour IPA is too hot to handle and too cold to hold. Even with the largest arms in the world, hopped with mosaic to complement the fruit overload. It is the perfect mix of sweet, juicy peaches and tart sour blueberries. Lactose makes a presence, adding to its smooth and creamy body with a swift hop kick right to the mouth. It's time to rip off your tank top, Greg, and raise a glass to the partnership of these mega powers. Yeah. You better believe it, brother.
Love the reference there, the mega powers.
That was fun to read.
Yeah. That's right, brother.
That's right. That's right.
So listen here, Alley Kicks. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about that beer you're drinking? Yeah.
Nailing it. Well, I got my big glasses on and my zebra headband, you know, to represent and enjoy this nice, delicious beer. Mm-hmm. It's opaque, but I didn't really pick up on much of the lactose. Definitely tart, the sour, the blueberry, and the peaches there kind of lingers more towards the back end, and it smells good. It smells like an IPA. It's got that.
Yeah, I must say my experience with sour IPAs is very limited. I can't even think of one that I've had. I've probably had one or two. Couldn't tell you.
I'm sure I've sent you some from 8-Bit.
So I don't think any. I have to go look in the fridge. I still got a couple of those birthday beers left, but
Okay.
maybe. My experience is limited. Honestly, they scare me a little bit.
Okay. Why are you afraid?
I ain't afraid of no ghost. It's just sour IPA. The combo sounds dicey at best.
Two
but,
extremes, bitter and sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
just
that's
like
why
me.
it's the mega powers.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
But this one's a good one?
It's really good. And I do have to admit, because you guys know, I mean, I love drinking beer, but I'm not super keen on understanding like the whole brewing process. So I don't understand like how it becomes a sour IPA, but it does taste a lot like the 8-Bit sour IPAs that I've had before.
Okay.
It's a very common, whatever it is, formula or recipe.
Sure, maybe a similar yeast strain or something of that sort.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very nice. And shout out to Jason for getting that over to
Jason's Journey.mn. He's rad. Yeah. And then also these Junkyard beers, they're big. They're bigger than normal.
Yeah, they have big cans.
Yeah. 750 milliliters.
Yeah, I've been sent one or two of those, and whatever I've had from them has been really good. I had like some sort of pie, like a blueberry pie sour or something like that. It was really good.
Yeah, this is my third one from Junkyard. They're really good, and cheers to big cans. Fuck yeah.
Who doesn't love some big cans? Hashtag cans for cans. We need to get that posted. And
yes,
thank you so much for the throwback wrestling reference. Oh yeah, brother. All right, let's have a little discussion over here.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
Yes, indeed. No grievances over here. I did go to a very mini Beanie Baby sized Halloween get together because Rona, no parties. So I believe there was 6 people total. But boy, did we do some beer research. It was over with Nick and Nicole of Booze League fame at their place, and we brought some good beers over, and we had some clown shoes on tap. Well, not on tap, but in cans. It's just so much. To the point where, like, around 11 o'clock, we're starting to get, hydrated.
Ham-skied.
And somebody goes, hey, why don't we just, like, pack it up and head in? I was like, man, it's only 11. I was like, let's have, like, one more beer. And then one more beer turned into, like, one more beer turned into one more beer. We were up till about 4:30.
Oof.
And we watched daylight savings change. Like, we watched the clocks go backwards. It was kind of weird.
That's rad.
And then, we went to bed at, like, 4:30. Woke up Sunday just destroyed.
Yeah, I bet you didn't feel very good.
Oh yeah, I watched all the football games just because leaving the couch was not an option. even watched the crappy games. So, but we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of beer drinking. I dressed up as a buff photographer. I don't know if anybody caught this on the gram, but the commish over at the Booze League, he sent a photo on their story saying, is this Greg? And it was just some guy taking a picture who happened to have a shaved head. And I was like, no, this is Greg. And I got a picture of a buff dude taking a picture, and it spiraled into this whole Photoshop war where I Photoshopped them into like 80s family scenes and called it Glamour Shots by Greg instead of, by Deb on Napoleon Dynamite. And it went back and forth for like 2 days of like Photoshop battling. It was hilarious. And so I figured I'd dress up as that buff photographer, and I walk in, he's like, what are you like a ripped tourist? Because I had like camera around my neck and muscles underneath. And Nicole's like, no, you get it? He's a photographer? And he's like, I don't get it. I was like, no, like a ripped photographer. So finally he's like, oh, like from the photo. So anyways, the
costume was you with a camera and no shirt, obviously.
Oh yeah, because I'm ripped. No, I wore my my Hulk Hogan costume. I wore the costume with the shirt over it, so you couldn't see like the red Hulk Hogan shirt that's sewed to it. Mm-hmm. So
gorgeous Greg coming in hot.
That's right, brother.
I'm glad you clarified that because I did see the picture and I thought you were a ripped tourist too.
It did look that way. Yeah,
it sure did. The camera around the neck was
the old school camera. You know what's funny? It was a film camera that the wife had. It was like her grandfather's or something. So I was like, oh, I'll use it as a prop. When we opened up the camera bag, there was a couple unused rolls of film. Oh, so we took some pictures.
Yes.
Who knows if it worked or if the film's any good? It's from probably at least 20 years ago. And so I'll send them in, get them developed, see what happens. Got to find.
Yeah, you can wait like 3 months to get the film back.
Exactly, just to find out if they worked or not. So.
Right, see everybody had their eyes closed.
Yeah, right, exactly. Come on, you guys. You don't get 8 tries at
We gotta
this.
do it again.
Yeah, so it was a good time though. What about you, Dan? What's going on over there?
Yeah, I just spent Halloween. Just I was like, I'm gonna make myself a steak since nobody's coming over anyways.
Nice.
No fucking trick or treaters. It was interesting. I felt like there was a lot of parties around in my neighborhood, but there was no trick or treating going on. So yeah, I cooked myself and everything, and then the next morning I was like, screw all this cooking. Like I'm gonna go get myself a breakfast burrito. And so I went down to this local spot I got here called Don Chente's Tacos. And that's an interesting place because it's like straight up like Mexican food, but you can go through a fucking drive-thru to get it. Oh. Yeah, it's a trip, dude. So I got myself my fucking breakfast burrito with eggs and bacon. And then I noticed on the menu that there was micheladas. And I go, can you get those to go? They're like, yeah, you can do that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I'll take 2, please.
I know, right? So I ordered a michelada to go. And I kind of thought, like, what an age to be like, like a kid. You know what I mean? Like that who wants to drink. You know what I mean? Like I keep in mind, like I had a mask on, I had my sunglasses on because it was bright. I had a hat on. Like I looked completely incognito.
Right.
They had no idea who they were selling this beer to, but they just fucking gave it to me. You know what I mean? It's just really weird with all of this.
Well, even I got carted
crazy.
at Trader Joe's the other day buying beer, but I had a mask on. So I held up my picture, but I'm like, who are you comparing this to? I got a mask and a hat on. Like, does it look like me?
Yeah, I did that with the liquor store that I would go to, but on Sundays I would go there all the time. And like, I had my mask on, but I also had a hat and sunglasses on. So the guy didn't recognize me. And I took myself out. I'm like, hey man, it's me, dude. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, didn't need my ID anymore. Yeah. So I went to get my michelada and they gave it to me. This michelada, like the container they give it to you, it's bigger than a cup holder. So I couldn't put it in the cup holder. I'm like, oh shit, well, I'm just going to drive around with this fucking michelada in my hand.
In hand.
Oh my God, dude.
Now I got to drink it so I don't have to hold it anymore.
You know what I mean? So actually I kept the mask on just in case I did get stopped by a police officer. They'd be like, were you drinking this? I'm like, how could I be drinking it? It's capped. I have a mask on. This is impossible.
Sir, we see the straw.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, that's what I was curious. How do they regulate that?
I don't know. Like I remember your stories, Greg, where you would go like to get a beer somewhere and they kind of had to like put it in the trunk to keep it legal or something like that.
Right. Yeah, Wood Ranch, when I ordered a cocktail, it was in a soup container that was then like had a sticker over it, sealing it, quote unquote. And then they told me they had to put it in the trunk. But I will say the second time I went, it did have the soup container with the sticker, but they just handed it to me. They didn't give a shit anymore.
Oh, wow.
There's a difference between like total lockdown and sort of lockdown, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so in New Orleans, they have drive-through margarita places, drive-through daiquiri places.
You get
like
that hurricane.
All of it. It's like a coffee shop, like a little, but you drive through and you can get alcohol.
Yep.
And you just have to make sure the seal's not broken.
Exactly.
You're good to go.
Yeah, I think the sticker represents the seal out here.
Right.
Was there any sort of like sticker or anything on your miche?
Nothing, man. I could have straight up just went drinking and driving like if I wanted to. Like
That's crazy.
It was really crazy how just like Wild West it was, man. Just like no lawless over there, man. Crazy.
Do you feel like you were breaking the law a little bit?
A little. I was like, what's going on here? I'm driving with a drink in my hand. Like this is like I feel like I'm at Dave and Buster's or something. This like shouldn't be happening.
You're like, is anybody gonna stop me?
I know, right? Look
Feel
at
like
me.
you should.
Yeah. So
you know me?
Yeah, it was awesome though. I'm gonna be back next Sunday for sure.
I bet. Now I want to go. That's funny. I'm sure part of the problem. Yeah, I'm sure part of the problem is like the state has done a really bad job of like disseminating information about that sort of stuff. So they were probably told like, yeah, you can do shit to go. Just make sure it's got a lid on it. But no one told them like you kind of have to seal it with like a sticker or something, tape, anything. So
or
whatever.
Like Ali suggested, there's probably just maybe nobody's regulating on them, or maybe they're like, fuck it, who cares? Like,
well, and everyone's doing it. There's too much to regulate.
There are more important things to worry about right now than
than Dan with a miche
breaking the seal.
Yeah. And
exactly.
Even underage drinking, probably. It's like, you know what, kids, the whole world's going to pot. Just have a drink. Who cares?
They're like, fuck it, I'm going to have one with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the whole beer industry is like, come on, can we allow just a little bit of drinking and driving?
Right.
Pot's taking over. Allie, what about you? Any trips?
Oh, you know it. Yeah. We just got back from Yuma.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. I will have to admit, so this is the third time this month I guess October, that my family has been to Yuma because my son
Sorry to
plays
hear
baseball. And thank you. Thank you for your condolences. There's no baseball over here as far as like travel or tournaments or anything like that. So we've been hitting up Yuma. I boned out on the second trip. I didn't go, but this time I did. And I'm going to admit, I'm a little less mad at it. It did drop about, probably 20 degrees. It was only like 93 when we were there. So
that's it.
Yeah. So I was less mad at that. We were able to check out a brewery out there, and that was pretty cool until I got my wrist slapped for trying to slap a Unfiltered Gentlemen sticker on the wall. They did not. And it's funny because at that point I had a couple of beers, and so I was walking back because they kind of have the sticker wall like kind of tucked away. It's actually, I think it's kind of in the like the kitchen.
Okay.
And I just moseyed on back there to get the Unfiltered Gentleman up there. And we had our waiter put one of the Allie and Callie stickers up there. And I was like, I got to get the Unfiltered up there too. But it was one of those things I didn't want to ask the waiter, like, can you do the sticker? And can you do the sticker too? And can you do the sticker? So I just like helped myself, and she didn't like that. I think you can hear her on the video because I sent it to you, Greg. She's like, excuse me, can I help you? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just putting a sticker up. Like you can hear my tongue is like thick from being intoxicated. And like,
I did not listen with the sound on. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, it's fine. I got this. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
It's just a sticker.
So we were there on Halloween. I mean, thankfully, we left our daughter with her girlfriend, and they were able to go trick or treating. And apparently, it was kind of business as usual. It wasn't like super uncomfortable as far as. But then again, I think we have different ideas of being comfortable because I don't like the mask thing, like on Halloween or what. I want them to go have fun, and so they were comfortable and had a good time, and everyone was safe, and they got to trick or treat like 14-year-olds. She's probably too old to trick or treat, but that's okay.
Yeah, whatever. I did it well into my teens.
Yeah. Well, to me, and I was a little bit bummed that we were in Yuma because I'm like, this could quite possibly be the last year. Yeah. Aside from it being Yuma, but this could be the last year that my kids are going to trick or treat. And, I don't know. It's already, everything's so weird as it is, but.
Yeah. What a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But apparently we missed a rad moon. I don't know. Did anybody catch the? Yeah, it's like the first time since like the 40s or something.
Yeah, a blue moon is just a full moon for the second time in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't look blue or anything like that. But that's where the saying comes from. Once in a blue moon.
Oh,
there you go.
But it was was it the second time this month?
Yeah, it was the second time in October that there was a full moon.
Oh,
which made it a blue moon.
Oh, so the blue moon, but the blue moon happens like what, every 60 years or so?
I don't know how often. I just know it's when
80 years.
Yeah, when it's twice in the same month.
Okay.
That's what makes it a blue moon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, how come Blue Moon doesn't have better beer then?
Good question.
It should be a little bit more special, huh?
You'd think so. It's quite the opposite.
Yes.
Yeah. Scott, what about you? Any breweries hitting up or anything?
I just did a little, had a few days off, me and the wife, so we did a little brewery kind of thing. And, I mean, she doesn't drink, so she's just kind of going along for the ride.
That's a designated driver right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we went to Santa Barbara and stopped by Third Window. And
oh, yeah. That's my number one recommendation if you're going up there.
Yes, indeed. I mean, they didn't have... You couldn't drink there because it was not the day for food. So I got something to go. So I, bought some beverages and brought them with us. Then we went over to Modern Times and we had some lunch there and bought one of their sampler things and then, bought some beer. And we stopped by a couple of other places. It was kind of hard because right now, I think it's part of it was with the social distancing, like this one, the Night Lizard we went to.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, they closed off the street, so it's kind of hard to find a parking place. It's kind of hard to drive around, and they closed it off, and they put the tables are in the street.
Oh wow!
For the COVID thing, so I got it. But yeah, it was kind of hard to get around, so we really didn't go to that many places. And then on the way home, we stopped by Islands and the Carpinteria, and
they got a great spot.
Yeah, it's a good spot. We didn't, I just bought something to go because. We were on the way home. So, but yeah, it was kind of a nice like brewery kind of extravaganza kind of thing. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Santa Barbara's got some great locations to do some drinking. The ones you mentioned, like Third Window, love it. So good. If you're going into Goleta, like M Special, so good. Island is a great spot to just hang out and have a couple beers. It's right off the water there.
It's right off the beach. It's really nice. Yeah.
It's really, really cool. That's awesome. I miss it. I need to go to Santa Barbara. They got some good beers up there.
I'm curious, what did you eat at Modern Times?
Oh, yeah.
We just got I think it's called the Cowboy, just a burger. We just split a burger. And
Oh, okay. Because they're all vegan.
Really?
Modern Times? Yeah.
Hmm.
Everything's vegan.
Everything?
Everything is vegan at Modern Times.
Interesting.
That's interesting. I didn't notice.
So you had a vegan burger.
Everybody make fun of him.
Greg's fact checking me right now. I can see his eyes.
Oh, yeah. Where's my meat? I want meat.
Yeah, I'm fact checking this. All right. We're going to find
out.
out.
How was your burger?
Huh?
How was your burger, Scott? Did you dig it?
I thought it was okay. Yeah. It tasted good.
I should have asked how the burger was first before I
it
told
looked
him
like
it was
meat.
vegan.
It sure looked like meat. Is it vegan?
I'm gonna do some fact checking.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime,
I'm
so we don't have
totally
to hear me.
not vegan. So
yes, so we don't have to listen to me type while I look this up. Let's move on and find out what Dan is drinking over there.
Yeah, Scott's got the hospital on speed dial in case he needs to get his stomach pumped at this
I don't
point.
do that vegan shit.
He's really waiting for me to get back to him on this one.
Yeah, so I'm drinking Cross-Strain Brewing's Fairy Nectar Hazy IPA.
Actually got my lawyer on my
yeah. So in the Fairy Nectar Hazy IPA, it's 6.2% ABV, 62 IBUs, and 3.95 on the Untapped. And from the brewery, it's aromatic hops and notes of grapefruit, mango, and tropical goodness fill this tasty IPA, leaving very little bitterness behind. Nice short review there.
Yeah, no stone description there.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. You do get a lot of... and that's what I'm digging on this one right now. It's like we kind of have been not doing, or I haven't been doing at least a lot of like hazies lately, especially after we did the collabo with 14 Cannons. Oh my God, that was so good in Institution. But yeah,
good.
you guys left. Yeah, you guys can see this one right here. Sorry, the viewers can't see that, but yeah, nice hazy IPA. Yeah, and it's got a lot of that kind of like fruit on the taste and everything. So
a little juicy.
Yeah, a little juicy, and like I said, it's been a while for me to kind of dip back into that. So I think I'm ready to dip a toe and have another hazy. So
nice. Yeah, I had to look these guys up because I'd never heard of them before. They are from Nebraska. So very cool getting to try some beer from Nebraska. Coming our way from Tavor, by the way.
And here's the can art here. You can see it's like a skull with like yeah, it's pretty rad. I mean, it's got like
spooky.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it's called Fairy Nectar, it's still kind of got like a little spooky quality to it. So
yeah, I like that.
I can dig it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. We'll get some pictures up on the gram, of course, the Unfiltered Gentlemen. Go check that out. Very nice. I like it. I have no poker face, as you guys can see.
The suspense is killing me.
While Dan was reading his beer description. So, Scott, you had the Cowboy Burger?
Correct.
Here is the Cowboy Burger description. It has a brioche bun, Beyond Meat patty, Vio Life cheddar, which is fake cheese, Black House barbecue sauce, onion rings, garlic aioli, lettuce, tomato, dill pickles. Comes with a side of house chips. This dish is plant-based.
Boom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Drop the mic.
How can they call it a cowboy burger if it's vegan?
Yeah, come on.
I hate to say it, you guys. Everybody knows that Modern Times is vegan.
I didn't know
All
that.
of their beers are vegan. Everything they make is vegan.
How does a beer be vegan?
Beer is already vegan unless they add like
don't put meat in the beer.
Lactose.
Yeah.
But they make sure that their branding says this beer is vegan. It's on all of their labels.
Well, John Wayne says ain't no pilgrim gonna be eating no cowboy burger made out of plants.
I will definitely drink your beer. I will never
City.
eat there again.
Well, why?
Because I'm
Was
not
it
vegan.
good?
I want my meat.
Yeah. But was it good? Did you enjoy the
right.
Cowboy?
That's all that matters. No,
Oh,
Honestly,
come on.
no, you can ask my
See,
wife.
I should have asked first.
you
I
can
should have asked first how the burger was.
You can ask my wife. Both of us up there said, "Yeah, it's all right." I mean, I mean, we were there for the beer. We weren't there for the food, so we didn't care.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was like, I mean, from 1 to 10, it was maybe a 5.
I went there once with my mom, and she wanted to get the bratwurst, and I told her the same thing, and she goes, "Oh no, never mind. If I'm gonna have a brat, I want it to be real." And I'm like,
Absolutely.
"All right."
You should have let her order it and then figure it out afterwards, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, to me, I'm not vegan, but I'm down. I mean, I'll try it. Whatever. I don't know. I like Beyond Meat. I think the Beyond Meat's good.
See there, I tried it.
It's good knowing you.
Good beer. Great beer. They had great beer.
I just like when I'm right. Feel that, buddy? Huh?
You're always
Huh?
right. You're always right. What do you mean?
And can I just add one last thing? I looked up a picture of the menu on Yelp. It does say this menu is 100% plant-based.
Is it? See, I don't read that.
Scott's like, I thought that meant the burgers were grass-fed.
I thought the cows were fed good.
Yeah,
I was gonna say they make it very clear that everything's vegan.
A cowboy burger is very misleading, though.
It is, yes. Yeah, come on.
I'll co-sign that one.
Yeah.
But it
Not
did
if you're
say
at a vegan
in plain
place.
bold lettering, the menu is plant-based.
Yeah, it should have been like the San Francisco hipster burger or something like that.
Right.
True.
It's true.
I can get after that. I agree with that one. But I mean, again, the menu does say
It was fine. It was
everywhere.
It was a fine burger. It tasted fine.
Might be my favorite part of the show.
To be honest, if I had known it was vegan, I would not have ordered it.
Well,
But
the problem is
it tasted good. So
the problem is in California you can't order beer without ordering food. So you would have had to have ordered something.
Gotta
you
do
got to
it.
order something.
Man, they got you by the balls there, man. They're gonna you're gonna eat vegan tonight.
Yeah,
Yep.
got you
Yep.
by those plant-based
You're
balls.
Damn.
Choke it down.
Oh,
Choke it down.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
okay.
And then
She sounds
choke it
rad.
down. I did.
Yes, indeed. All right, moving on. Old timey word of the week: rum doxy. Rum doxy. It is a fine wench.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's me. Like a beer wench?
We should have
That's
put that
me.
into the new intro.
Oh,
Rum
yeah.
doxy.
I'm a rum
Yeah.
doxy.
Greg, Scott, Dan, and that rum doxy alley.
Yes. I'm not mad at that at all.
No, we should have had that. in
That's a
there.
good one.
That is
It's
a good
good one.
I
Rum
like that.
doxy.
Rum
Much better than a
doxy.
vegan burger, I'll tell you.
Definitely.
All right.
I'll co-sign that.
I was going to say Scott's about to co-sign.
That's right.
He is. Oh God. All right, let's find out what's going on in the world of sports.
And now, the sports, brought to you by cleaninguptheglass.com.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
All right, so your Los Angeles Dodgers are your World Series champions.
Yay!
We don't have any music to play or anything. Audience, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, and then you got Scott
I got the
drinking
mug that
out of.
nobody can see.
I know. Oh my God,
I'm
that was
pretending
so awesome.
I can't see it.
Yeah, so Ray's manager pulled Blake Snell, who was their ace pitcher for Game 6. He had 9 strikeouts in 4 innings pitched, and he yanked the dude because he
He
let
was looking
one,
like a goddamn all-star.
wasn't he? Oh my God, dude! He let one guy on base, and he pulls him and puts in pitcher Nick Anderson. This dude, he allowed a run in 6 consecutive reliefs, make it 7. And then that's how the Dodgers won. I think the moral of the story here, though, is if your last name is Anderson, don't name your kid Nick, because nothing good ever comes out of it. You got Nick Anderson in the Orlando Magic breaking 4 free throws in a row. You got Nick Anderson blowing this relief today. It's like, it's not a good name, dude.
Not a good name.
I
for
had a
sports.
teacher at my high school that was named Nick Anderson.
Oh,
He was a shit teacher.
Yeah,
He probably used to play for the Orlando Magic.
perhaps. Maybe.
Did you guys catch that game at all?
Oh, did we ever? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And when they pulled Snell, I was like, I mean, thank you, Dodger fan. Thanks for pulling Snell.
Right.
But what are you doing?
Yeah. And it was funny because they were talking to the Dodger players afterwards, and they were just all so like relieved that they did that job for them. And it was just interesting that, and I heard a lot of people saying like, oh, well, the Dodgers only won because they made a mistake. But it's like, like how many times did what's up, Scott?
No, a win's a win. I mean, you can't.
That's true.
You can't talk like that.
Yeah. And what I was going to say is how many times did the Dodgers blow a World Series because of something stupid they did? You know what I mean?
Times.
3 times.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like, I think that they had kind of been, and they almost did it again this year. But I kind of feel like, the last 2 games they played really, near perfect baseball.
Yep.
And it, hey, they capitalized on the mistake. They could have very well made another Dodger mistake again, like they did every year, and gave it right back to the Rays, but they didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't. And I think that's good for them. I think they did a good job to win that.
I said it the entire postseason that if they didn't win this World Series, that it was time to fire Dave Roberts, because it has nothing to do with him being a good manager or not, but clearly he's not taking them all the way, and this is his 4th attempt, and if they can't get it done, he needs to go. They need a change, and that would be the change that is needed. They have the talent.
It was make or break for quite a few Dodgers. It was pretty crazy.
They saved his job.
Definitely.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the Dodgers that in the previous World Series, they kind of, faded and they choked, or whatever you want to call it, but they came through this year. I mean, Bellinger, Seager. I think Seager was, if I'm not mistaken, was the MVP of the series.
Yes, he was. That's right.
Yeah. So
How about that interview though with the commissioner? Did anybody catch that?
I did actually, and it was interesting because I thought I saw Scott at the game.
I thought that was Scott too.
Yeah, because I could have sworn he was
drunk old
sitting.
man passed out.
Yeah, like during the game, there was some like bald old guy sitting next to Manfred, and I'm thinking like, who is that Scott? And then it looked like you guys were sucking back a couple pops. And then at the end of the game, the commissioner had to go talk to Corey Seager and present him with the award, but I don't think he was up to the task after he was drinking with you.
Corey, you thrilled our fans throughout the postseason with a great performance. You led the Dodgers to a World Series victory, and it's my pleasure to recognize your great play with the Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Award presented by Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Wait, was that me?
And then he went and had some vegan burgers.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That sounds like me when I was trying to put the Unfiltered Gentlemen sticker on the wall.
Oh, man.
Okay, I got this.
So yeah, let that serve as a warning. You think you want to hang out with the Unfiltered Gentlemen, and you think you're going to take care of your tasks afterwards? Well, you think this is a game?
We don't fuck around, guys.
That's right.
So yeah, that was pretty funny. Also, Justin Turner,
there it is.
Game,
talk about this.
Had the Rona and got yanked.
Turned down for what?
That's right. Like, I mean, it was funny because it was like he played the entire game pretty much, and it wasn't towards the end that they yanked him and he couldn't celebrate with his team.
Wait, he did. He ran out and hugged everybody.
And now he's in trouble.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, he did come back out and he did get
that was per request by the Dodger team.
Is that what happened?
The Dodger team wanted him on the team to celebrate because he helped earn that trophy.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you think like he should have been out there?
No.
That's hard. Probably not, because he's got the Rona. And if he needed to come back out there, there's better ways they could have made that happen. Like for a team photo, he was right up there with everybody. He could have sat a couple of feet forward, and then taken off his mask and then take the picture and put his mask on and run away and whatever. But he was right in the thick of it, and I think there's even a shot of him holding the trophy, which then everyone held. So
right,
I know
it was handled about as poorly as it could have been handled.
It was terrible.
Is nobody going to address the fact that this man just contributed to winning a World Series with this so-called virus that's killing everybody?
Doesn't matter. I mean, I think the more important part is he's got a virus. He's tested positive for a virus.
Hey, so Magic Johnson had a virus. I'm just kidding.
And he retired.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
And you know what? I'm going to co-sign with Allie here, actually. I'm going to say that I would say that he was actually out there for the majority of the game. He had already grabbed the bat and the ball that everyone else was touching. He patted a couple butts while he was out there, I'm sure. And, a couple high fives and everything. Like, he had already done the damage. Like if they were going to... If they were going to do it right, they should have had everybody get quarantined that had any contact with them.
All the exchanges had already been made.
Exactly.
He'd already been around with the team
had already been made.
But when I make it right.
But But what I'm saying is that I don't know that this virus that they're saying is killing everybody, and he was out there winning a World Series.
Well, here's the real problem.
So that's the most important part.
Well, the real problem is that why did the test not come back until the end of the seventh inning?
That's
weird.
True too.
Right.
Who fucked that up?
I don't know. I'm just going to go hop back into my little conspiracy hole. That's all. I just wanted to pop up real quick and make that statement, and then that's all I got to say about that.
That is true, though. I wonder who that fell on. Was that the Dodgers kind of holding evidence back, or was that baseball just kind of like...
I can't imagine the Dodgers would have that ability. I imagine it's a third party who's doing the testing, or the league, or whatever.
I would think that if that part was premeditated, or if the Dodgers were a part of it, then they would have continued to keep, if they had enough control to keep it under wraps until the sixth inning, they would just keep it under wraps until, the end of the game or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like a fuck up. It sounds like they need to get their testing under control. Why are you allowing players to go out that you don't know if they have it or not?
Right.
Well, I think the whole reason you're in a bubble.
I think the sport that handled all this the worst is MLB.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah, and they're totally unorganized. Either way. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. So speaking of MLB, they had a Cubs free agent, John Lester. He bought 3,466 beers and counting for Chicago this weekend. He was a free agent now of the Chicago Cubs. He's been with them, I think, since 2015 and helped win them the pennant, the World Series. Mm-hmm. In 2016 is when they won.
That, I think.
Correct. So I think, this is his way. I think he was buying everyone's first Miller Lite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, come on.
So that's how he thinks the city?
Yeah. But, I think that's pretty cool in a sense. Like, the thought is there. Like, he's leaving. He could have just been a dick and been like, well, screw everybody. I'm out of here or whatever. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to buy the entire city a beer. And I think that's pretty awesome.
I have a question.
Sure.
What if he bought you guys a Miller Lite? What would you do with it?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, you kind of have to. Yeah,
you have to, right? Just, oh, thank you. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, if I eat vegan, I'll drink a Miller Lite.
Yeah, they put in like perspective. If it was like Ron Artest or something and he was leaving, he says, hey, I'm going to buy everyone a beer. It's like, you know what? This one's on our test. I got to drink it. So
yeah. Well, our test would be Cristal.
You probably would. That's psycho. Oh, man.
Getting drunk at halftime.
Yep. And then lastly, we had in NFL, we had the Jets, who were a 19.5 point underdog to the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. That was supposedly like a record, a booking record that really? There was no team that was like favored or, underdog that much in points. 19.5 points. And they went on to lose
so good.
Yeah, they went on to lose by 26. So they should have made the spread 25.5, I guess, is the moral of that story.
Yeah, the Jets the only unwinning team so far, and then the Steelers the only undefeated team right now.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, that's true.
The Jets are pathetic.
Yeah. They're awful. Oh. Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, most college teams could beat them right now.
Here we're gonna play this game here.
Just like a mediocre college team could beat them. That's so bad.
Most Pop Warner teams could beat the Jets. Right?
Man,
they're pretty bad, and it's interesting too. Like when you do the spread, usually they say anything under 10, like don't touch it. But I mean, at this point with the Jets, just take the other team always because they suck.
Oh yeah. That's an easy call.
Yep.
I wonder if there's ever been a season where a team has gone completely winless.
Oh yeah.
In football,
Tampa Bay
did it. Detroit Lions, when I think they extended to 16 games, were the first ones to go in 16, or at least they're one of them.
Sounds about right. I'll believe it. It's the Lions.
Yeah, I think
you're the commish. I believe it.
I think even the Browns did it, didn't they?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, right. Let's just throw them in there.
Well, stand by, NFL. Here comes the Jets.
Yeah, right. Here they come.
Yeah, what's more 2020 than the Jets? I mean, really.
God. Oh man.
Yeah, they're really coming through.
Probably the Cowboys.
Yeah,
if they're truly America's team, they're not letting anybody down. They look just like America right now.
I think the Jets never recovered from the butt fumble.
Oh, they're still jinxed by the butt fumble.
Oh man.
Yeah,
the ghost of Mark Sanchez.
Dirty Sanchez over
That's
there.
right. That's sports.
That's very nice. Well, let's find out what Scott's drinking over there. Did you pick this up on your Santa Barbara trip?
I did not.
Oh,
Actually ran across it today.
Oh, just a coincidence then that he's drinking M Special Brewing's all-time special Farmhouse Saison. They are, of course, out of Goleta, California, and that brewer was on the show back, God, that was like batch 80-something, 85-ish. Go check that out. It's 6.5%, has a 3.71 on Untapped, and it says an ancient Belgian farmhouse style with subtle but spicy peppery notes that bounce off the palate and leave a clean, dry finish. Enjoyed for centuries in Europe, now a popular style locally. I'm eager to find out what Scott thinks of this Farmhouse Saison.
It's better than a vegan burger.
Well, the bar is low.
It was okay. I'm not a big ale drinker, but yeah, it was all right. Kind of like a clean, light kind of experience. You know, you get a little bit of the sweet taste at the end. So yeah, it was okay.
Did you get a little funk?
Not really. Not that I can recall.
No, like wet hay or gym sock
no.
taste? I mean, that's typical with Saisons. My favorite, and Allie and I bag on someone on the gram who constantly posts about their disgusting farmhouse Saisons. And they always describe them as like notes of wet hay and like funk this. And I'm like, that does, that, yeah. And
Pig.
it's like,
one was like pigsty or
this
something.
This doesn't sound
recently.
appealing at all.
Damn.
It's not the best beer I ever drank, but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
But I think it helped because I'm drinking out of my Dodger mug since the Dodgers won this year.
Yeah, that made it better.
right.
And also,
I think that helped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the little Justin Turner.
Yeah.
Corona in
I have
there.
to say, I cannot do those farmhouse Saisons. Just they taste exactly like that idiot describes them, as like wet hay and pigsty and God.
Jeez. I can see Greg's tongue is like sweating right now, like he's about ready to throw up.
Oh,
like
man.
he's like, "Bleh."
So I was very surprised to find out this was the beer you chose, and I was very eager to find out what you thought of it.
Oh, because I've never had one before. So
yeah. Would you rather have this or a sour beer?
This.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So is that the profile of a good Saison? Is a fucking wet hay?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They're like open fermented and just all kinds of weird shit flies into them. And
does the Saison fall in the farmhouse ale category?
Yeah, they're one and the same.
It says farmhouse right on the bottle.
Oh, okay. What makes a farmhouse ale a farmhouse ale?
I think it has to be fermented next to cows.
Oh, perfect.
I can't tell if you're fucking around or not.
Greg's got the best poker face.
Yeah.
Taste one, you won't know if I'm fucking around or not either.
Bet not. It's like tastes like hints of cow pie.
let me say that I fucking love M Special, and I think they make some delicious beer. But and it's not specific to them. Farmhouse Saisons are just not something I can drink. Whenever people are like, we're doing beer trades on the Grand or whatever, it's like, hey, any styles you don't like? I'm like, I will drink literally any style of beer except if funk is in the description. Like, I don't want Saisons, farmhouse, nothing funky.
Oh, man.
Like if wet hay is used to describe a beer, no, I'll go have a beer that doesn't have wet hay in it. This isn't the 1700s. I mean, look, some people like that shit. Few and far between, but when they drink them, they fucking swear by them. And
I'm not sworn by it. It was all right. It's got alcohol in it, so I'm going to drink it.
Right.
That's right.
Well, Scott poured out, absolutely not. But
yeah, that bar's net sat real high. But yeah, I was anxious to find out, and here we are. We found out.
There we go.
Well, I appreciate your honest review, and good on you for sticking all the way through it.
I'll drink it. It's got alcohol in it. It's not the Budweiser 0% bullshit. So
oh god, only beer worse. All right, let's.
If only you had a vegan burger to wash it down with.
Oh man, that would be so nice.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Let's class things
Cowboy
up
up.
over here.
This one's a classy dame with a great palate. It's Beer Babe of the Week.
It is indeed Beer Babe of the Week. You can find her on the gram at That Brew Gal. Her name is Lindsay. She's a home brewer, a drinker of beer, an eater of junk food, and a lover of doggos. And I am pulling up her picture for the gents. There we go. That is Lindsay, that brew gal. Not the world's best photo. Sorry, I was a little caught off guard here. But she is always drinking some tasty, tasty beers. This one she's drinking over at Coastal Karma Brewing. So do yourselves a favor. Go follow Lindsay on the gram at that brew gal. I think you'll be glad you did. Stamp of approval, Allie?
Yeah, I'm checking out. She got new tattoos, so I'm all in.
Oh, you're into
Oh, she's getting all tatted up.
Yeah.
She's got a couple snake tattoos.
You like that?
There's that one, and there's another one too.
Oh, I like that we just
yeah.
say there's that one as if people can see what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh well, actually, she has Matilda. She has a snake. She looks like a ball python. So there we go.
Very hot.
Tats
yeah,
and
she's a
beers.
hottie. Yeah, beers and tattoos and yeah, I'm in. Cosign.
Very nice. All right,
Stamp of approval.
Stamp from Beer Babe of the Year.
2019.
That's right. All right, let's make a call to the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
Beer.
Yeah, he does. I'm drinking Culmination Brewing's Dazzle Dance New England Pale Ale. This is out of Portland, Oregon. 5.8%, has a 3.63 on Untapped. They say it's a hazy pale ale, dry hopped with Citra and Amarillo. And that's it. No stone description here.
Cool.
Yes, I'll tell you, it's very, very light on the nose. Almost no, on the sniffer. Almost nothing coming
I
through.
fucking love you, Greg.
Love you too.
On this.
Looks pretty thick there, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's got
OJ.
it's got some haze to it. I will say it's a New England pale, only 5.8%. There is a little bit of pineapple and I'd say some orange flavors in there, but overall it's extremely light drinking. This is not any sort of hop bomb or juice bomb or any bomb really. It's very light drinking. When I saw that it was a 3.63 on Untapped, I thought, well, that's a little low. That's unfortunate. I bet it's going to be better than that. I think that's right on. I wish there was a little more oomph out of it, especially because this is like my favorite style, a New England pale ale. I loved any pale ales. Not, a little hazy, not too high in the ABV, some good juicy flavors, just crush them all day long. That's my favorite. This to me is just slightly lacking. Is it a good beer? Yes, it's still a good beer, but in the pantheon of great New England pale ales, I just feel like it could have a little more, well, as Huel says, hop flavor. So not to speak poorly of Culmination Brewing. It is enjoyable. I just would like a little more out of it, and maybe that's just me being picky.
Need some more attitude.
That's yeah.
Need a little excitement.
Yeah. Exactly. I need the mega powers to come together on this one, brother.
Yeah, sorry. I'm drinking all that myself tonight in my 750 mils.
Oh man,
big old cans.
Big gulp. Huh? Oh, see you later.
Cheers to big cans.
Oh, cheers indeed. All right, let's
That's a
wrap
drop.
things. Yes. Let's wrap things up with a little bit of news.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
Yes, indeed. The brewery, not just any brewery, but the brewery. Some alumni have launched a new brewery in Anaheim. A bright idea that has been years in the making will come to light this December when Radiant Beer Company opens its doors. The new brewery will soft launch with beer on draft to enjoy the expanded patio to go and in crowlers and a limited supply of cans before the close of 2020. Located at 1566 West Lincoln Avenue, the I-5 adjacent facility houses a production brewery, packaging hall, tap room, and outdoor patio. All in very close proximity to Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure Park, the historic Anaheim Colony and Packing House districts, and downtown Anaheim. Running the Radiant Beer Company daily operations are managing partner Jonas Nomura, director of brewing Andrew Bell, and director of marketing Cambria Griffith. It's not the first time these team members have worked together to bring an award-winning beer brand to life, having launched brands and driven growth together while working at Placentia, the brewery. They are dedicated to creating high-quality product and experiences worthy of following. With this new project, they seek to delight, enlighten, and connect a community of lovers of the incredible. So I just got excited. I was like, wow, people from the brewery are putting together a new project. And It's gonna be down where I like to hang out near Disneyland. Nothing wrong with that if Disneyland ever, reopens.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Right.
Yeah, I was like having sad thoughts the other day about Disneyland. Like, I mean, well, do you guys think it's ever going to open up again?
Yeah. It'll be, once they get like vaccines or something going, but it'll open.
Man, I don't know.
Man.
I'm starting to like get that mentality like Allie, like, you see like sporting events and stuff like that. And I'm thinking like that's something from the past, dude. Like we're not going to be able to do it like that anymore.
Good old
It's going to
days.
be a while. Yeah, it's going to be a while. It'll definitely be a while. And I think a
Those
lot
were
of
the
things
good
will
old
change.
days.
Yeah, a lot of things will change.
I'm going to say at least a couple more years.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Damn.
Oh, that's such horseshit.
I know it is. Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, I was supposed to be at the Firestone Walker Invitational this year. Obviously got canceled. And then they said, oh, your tickets will be good next year. I was like, there's not going to be a 2021 Firestone Walker
Was that at the beginning of summertime?
That would have been in May, the very end of May last weekend.
I almost said May. Okay, so did you know at that time, did you even know at that time that you were like, nah, this is going to be a lot longer than that? Did you know then?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
When they were saying like, we're going to postpone it a year and your tickets will still be good, I was like, no, you're crazy. It's going to be at least a couple of years.
You got some Nostradamus situations going on there?
Unfortunately.
That's crazy, man. Like, I remember when we packed up from my work and back in like mid-March, and I was thinking, okay, a couple months and we'll be back. And nope, not happening.
Yeah, and I was thinking that in March, but by the time May or June rolled around, I'm like, this is going to take a while.
Yeah,
because it wasn't getting any better.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
We thought the same thing in March. We packed up what we needed at the office, brought it home, and then after a month, it's like, I need to go get more shit from the office. And then finally it took until, I think, August, we finally closed our office. We're like, we'll just get a new office when we can.
That's crazy.
Time is right. Yeah.
I love working from home, first of all. It's fantastic.
You love what?
Working from home. I wake up 10 minutes before I have to be at work.
Because you have Marty.
And I have Marty, so we get to hang out all day.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is. What else? Oh, Molson Coors net sales declined 3.1% in quarter 3. Suck it, Molson Coors.
Wah, wah, wah.
Exactly.
Cry me a river.
Yeah. Their net sales fell 1% due to the difficulties of COVID-19 and the aluminum supply constraints.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be it.
Yeah, that's such horseshit, though. I swear every other brewery is like thriving right now.
Well, breweries that can distribute, breweries that don't have canning lines are not doing so well.
You're correct. You're right. Okay.
Yeah. But who has more canning
corrected
than someone like Molson Coors? So
That's right.
I think they could pick shit up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to recycle the cans.
Recycle those cans. Cans for cans.
Yep.
And then finally, I wanted to leave us with this. This is Craft Beer and Brewing's Best in Beer Reader's Choice Top 50 Beers of 2020. I don't think anybody wants to listen to me read for 50 whole beers. So why don't I do the top 15 best beers of 2020?
Okay.
Starting with number 15, Toppling Goliath's Pseudo Sue. Phenomenal beer. Number 14, Sam Adams Boston Lager.
What the fuck?
Really? That was the best lager you could come up with Sam Adams. Apparently I haven't had Enegrin. Number 13, Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout. Ugh. Number 12, Pilsner Urquell. Number 11, Founders Kentucky Breakfast Stout. Another one that I don't. Number 10, Founders Breakfast Stout. Ugh. Why I got these racist non-craft breweries on here?
Right.
Number 9, Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing. All right. Number 8, Cigar City Highlight IPA. Good one. Had that on tap in the kegerator once.
Oh, snaps.
I need some Cigar City.
They do some good stuff.
I've never had any.
Really? You can get them out here. You can get the main, like their core out here. You can get Highlight. Highlight's a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A couple of their pale ales. Number 7, Founders All Day IPA. Number 6, Brasserie Dupont, Saison Dupont. Number 5,
Saison.
Scott's new favorite.
Yay!
Number 5, Allagash
that and
White.
vegan burritos or burgers or whatever I had.
Number
It
4,
didn't matter.
I don't know how number 4 got into the top 50, let alone the top 5. Guinness Extra Stout.
What the fuck?
Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You sound like the parrot. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Number 3, Russian River Pliny the Elder Double IPA.
okay.
Number 2, Bell's Brewery Two Hearted IPA.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's a good one. 2 and 3 are great beers. And number 1, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, solid.
Classic.
Is Allagash, are they independent still or no?
As far as I know,
Yeah. Okay.
to the best of my knowledge.
Okay. I trust your knowledge.
Okay, thanks. Knowledge trusted. And yes, it looks like they
That's
are
good
still
to know.
independent.
Miss
Quick
Independent.
Googling. Yeah. All the women who are independent, throw your hands up at me.
I don't even know the next line. I'm clearly not independent enough to know the next line.
I got further on that song than Allie did. That's embarrassing. Well, with that, I think we should start some music going so we can get up on out of here and make some more beers. Thanks to everyone for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com, on the socials at The Unfiltered Gentleman. Find Allie on the gram at Allie and Callie, ALLY.IN.CALLY. Leave us a drunk voicemail like Flex did last week. Flex, leave us another drunk voicemail.
Wait, should we call people out? Maybe we should have Wendy do one. Apples.
Yeah, Wendy.
Brewpug
Wendy, let's
SC
get a,
on the gram. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get some drunk voicemails.
Yeah.
Just put us. I always tell people to put our number as A on your contacts. It's the first one.
Even if we can get some butt dials would be
rad.
rad.
Not AA, just A. 805-538-BEER 2337. 805-538-BEER 2337. And if you want to send us an email, theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com. I think that's everything. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Wait, hold on.
Hope you're all staying.
Hi, Vanessa. Okay, I'm done.
Hi, Vanessa. Hope you're all staying very well hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.